Yeah.
I think we all had our fair share of fun.
You guys are having fun.
Indubitably.
D&D.
Put it. Wait! Don't move it! Don't move it! Back! Ah, one sec. I gotta rotate him. It's D&D.
Leroy Jenkins.
I won.
Flopped on you too. So that
I
should
think
be
that
the intro
happened
now.
to Jeremy during a fight once.
No, he purposely went under it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dragons.
So starting with our end of the last adventure, we are gonna, finish up some of the story there. So you last left off, the Lich ended up just leaving everybody in the dungeon, and you guys are kind of all left there, and you decide to go back to the port Nimzaro, because you've successfully taken out the soul collector, and the world should be saved now. And when you get there, you start realizing that that's exactly the case. Once the Lich leaves, all the gods left you as well. So they all kind of scattered in order to put themselves in position for when the Lich rises up again. And so all the characters ended up not with any of their god things anymore. And after meeting with Syndra, she ends up talking to a commander porter that ended up letting the Flaming Fist leave you guys alone with your artifacts. You didn't have to pay for the artifacts anymore.
Damn straight, bitch.
And she each gave 1,000 gold to each of the members of the party as part of the promised contract. And Rue specifically ended up selling his half of the flaming snail shell, or the flail snail shell. And then he ended up leaving to Neverwinter to pursue a terrible evil that was prophesized. And Syndra was able to help him find the last known location of his foe, was in a small town called Phandalin. And next is going to be your guys telling what your characters did, where they are after meeting the Lich. So, Sismona? What happened?
I thought it wouldn't have been. Oh wait, we're doing all the way back to Sismona?
Yeah, we're figuring out
Like what happened at the end of your last
her.
adventure.
Yeah.
Well, Sismona wasn't
Did she
last
decide
one.
to
That was
just...
Nephilim.
Yeah, Nephilim was last.
No, it was
sorry.
Nepion.
Nephilim.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You
Nephilim.
just chucking back at me.
I didn't. No, why would I do that?
Okay.
I thought you were just throwing it in the
after
middle.
adventure? Sorry, I don't know why I had Sismona in my head when I typed that out.
In my brain, I got really confused and was panicking, trying to remember what happened that long ago. And now this last campaign, what was this one?
So Nepion was the bard, remember?
Nephilim was the
Well, I
bard.
remember Nepu. Well, it was
You were in
the
trouble.
snail flail shell. We'd have at the end, and we didn't really have any treasures or anything, right?
We
It
did
was
have some, yeah.
Smart
But like,
facts.
what did Nephilim do after all that was done? Did he go back to the mainland? Did he stay in Chult? Did he work on becoming a bard more? Did he have a hobby that he wanted to do? Was he like some sort of artisan or something like that? Or what does he do in his
just playing
downtime?
his lute and following the wind.
So he's just a nomad.
Yes, until the next adventure.
Okay, so
he's a
comes
minstrel.
upon him.
He's a nomad.
Nice, that fits.
Bard.
He was pretty free spirit the whole time.
Vezra, what's Vezra up to?
Smashing doors.
Where is Vezra?
Fine. What about
Okay.
Jones?
What is Jones up to?
Jones ended up going back to his sister's, his family's house, and taking after his sister with the money he earned. Live a quiet life and just content with taking care of his family and put the adventuring stuff behind him for now.
Unless it ever crops up again, a
Mhm.
good opportunity is hard to pass. for
Yep.
sure.
What's Kron up to?
Kron,
Got back in with the flaming fists.
Kron.
No,
Hey,
no,
actually,
Kathy.
ironically, Kron did go back to the Flaming Fists,
Oh.
and kind of was like recommissioned in there. And due to they kind of heard about everything that happened and went down, and they made him let's see, what did they make? I don't want to be too crazy. They made him
Lieutenant,
a
captain, colonel,
yeah.
major.
They made him a captain, company grade captain. And anyways, he went on to hunt his arch enemy, who used to be his best friend, who became a lich as well. So now that he has a taste of lich hunting, that's what he set off to do. And he took his bottomless jug with him.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's right.
He became like the company's favorite guy with his unlimited
Actually, you know
wine.
what? Since we're keeping track of food in this game, he actually has this cousin named Zaldin, and shipped him this bottomless package so that he could never run out of food. Just kidding.
Should he ever need it?
Yeah.
All right, and it looks like Eric disappeared because his internet must have gone down.
So
or something.
Vezra died on the way back of malaria. That's what happened.
That checks out.
All right, and now we will start into descent into Avernus, and let's just go with a quick overview of your character. You don't have to give your personality traits or anything, but we just need to know who your character is, like what race and what class, and where they're starting. Are they starting in Baldur's Gate as part of the Flaming Fists, or are they starting outside of Baldur's Gate? Starting with, well, I guess Eric's not here. Planky.
I want to say his name. Yeah. So I'm playing a Goliath paladin. Yep. He's tall. He's handsome. Good looker. Very righteous, doing all the righteous stuff. He is he's starting outside of Baldur's Gate. He's like coming to Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
All right.
That's all you wanted, right?
Yep, that's all we want right now. And we are gonna go with the next person, Jones.
Yep.
John.
So my character's name on this guy is Rowan Agraim. And he lives in Baldur's Gate. He is a druid, variant Asimar, and he actually lives out in the outskirts of Baldur's Gate, really secluded in the forest, and he's really interested in keeping the forest balanced and safe.
Okay, so you're typically not within the city walls.
Correct.
All right.
Not usually, unless something calls me there.
Okay. And then Jeremy, what's your character?
So I'm a human sorcerer, and I am a citizen of Baldur's Gate. However, I am returning, or I was just returning back. So I'm a sage, working the libraries of this area, and then I was returning from a quest. I was trying to take like a pilgrimage and searching for the Master's Library that holds more books than any other library in the world.
Okay,
That's
so
dope.
you started outside of Baldur's Gate, and you're coming to Baldur's Gate.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm returning home.
Marco.
There you go.
I don't know.
Hey, since you weren't here, your old character is dead now.
No, I heard every single word. It wasn't, you couldn't hear me, I guess.
Okay.
What
It was
happened to
super weird.
Vezra?
Vezra just kind of went wandering on to find a new adventure, and to continue to try and prove himself. Maybe a little searching for the Lich too.
Ooh,
The one that got away.
I like it. Are you still in the game? I don't see you in this.
I had to completely restart my computer.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think something conked out.
Okay. What about your new character? Is your new character from Baldur's Gate?
No, I don't actually know where he's from. I don't think
Okay.
he knows where he's from. He was orphaned at a young age, became part of a pirate group. Well, more of he was found under a rock specifically, and long story short, he began sailing with these bands of pirates, and eventually started going on these vision quests to try and find more in life. And after searching in the forest and communicating with his long dead seagull friend Billy Honker, he went to go find some adventure.
That's fucking awesome.
You can see the parts that Kelly made up.
Yeah. I like it. All right. Is he starting in Baldur's Gate or out of Baldur's Gate?
That's the part I think. Are there forests nearby?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
actually know.
where.
Okay.
Well, kind of. Let me pull up a
Yeah,
map.
Baldur's Gate has some forests.
Yeah,
It's
there-
not like super forested, but there are woods.
Yeah, there's some woods, I guess. I'm like,
Because currently his position is of. Oh, I need to be assigned to white on tabletop. Thank you. I gotta pull up everything else. Ideally, I would be meeting up with
other druids?
walking out of the walking out of the forest. And
John, does
Alright.
your druid have like a house, or
you're
does he,
not
like, part of a
inside the walls, essentially, of Baldur's Gate.
No.
Okay. Okay.
No, I don't have a house.
Okay.
I
So,
sleep
part
under
of
the
a coven?
stars,
Or no?
man.
Oh, nice, dude. I like him
Hey,
already.
Me too.
This glowing dude with glowing eyes sleeping outside. We're gonna
now
get along
that
great.
we have got
and
the
I guess I don't know if you guys saw. I am a dwarf.
Giar. I'm expecting a couple of Giaras from you.
And a lot
Especially
of
since he
pirate
sailed with
noises.
pirates.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
exactly.
So now that we have the characters and where they're starting out from,
So nobody's starting in the city. Is that my understanding?
nobody's starting in the city.
I'm not even here.
Oh yeah, where's Jules? Jules hasn't.
We
so
haven't
she-
yet said where I
Oh.
am.
I never called upon Julie. Okay, yes,
Yep.
Julie.
Okay, I am also outside of the city.
Yes.
Well, that was 50-50, right? You could have done either. Okay.
That's good
Yeah.
stuff.
So I'm coming to the city because I am seeking answers to questions, and I am a monk, a dragonborn, a blue dragonborn monk named Sai, and that about covers it, right?
Oh yeah, I'm a gold dragon. I forgot to say that.
Dragonborn?
Yep.
Aren't you a human?
Yeah, you said you're
Yeah,
a
but
human.
I'm a sorcerer, and I meant my draconic gift. It's from a draconic bloodline. I meant.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's-
Okay.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Fancy.
All right. Let me just put this in here. Okay, so we're gonna start off with kind of an opening scene. This is gonna be more of a cinematic, if you will. We start with the camera panning over to a kind of a castle-like setting, and it shows that there is a messenger delivering a letter to a a kingly person, and you know this guy to be Grand Duke Older Ravengard, which is the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate. And he, after reading the note and talking with the messengers, he turns to three other people and says, like, the High Overseer Thavius King wants to meet in Eltruel, and they end up debating as to whether he should go and visit them. He debates with the Duke Valarma Van Thampier, Duke. There's a Duke Baleen Stelman, and Duke Dillard Porter. Eventually, you want to? Okay. Oh yeah. One second. Let me get Julia a tablet.
I want to take notes, and I never did get my tablet, and I don't know
Sorry.
where it is.
1 second.
Oh, you're fine.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry for the interruption.
You're gonna have to figure out a way to navigate to your Google Sheets or something through there. Okay. Then we cut to the Grand Duke with his posse on horseback. They're making their journey over the grasslands from Baldur's Gate to Eltrail. Eltrail is a kingdom that is the opposite of Baldur's Gate in almost every way. The streets are clean. The crime is nearly absent. It's recognized, and these are things that your characters just know inherently. It's recognized as not just a holy city, but like a holy nation. There's a large orb called the Companion that radiates in the sky, almost like a second sun over the city. The Grand Duke arrives with and meets with the city leaders, or the other city leader, Thavis Krieg, and they start hashing away the politics between the two cities, as the major differences between them have caused quite a unease between the two cities. A few days after the Grand Duke's arrival, the Companion transforms from a radiant stun into a black orb and starts crackling energy that starts spiking into the ground of Eltriel. Eventually, Eltriel is ripped from the mortal plane, and there's just a giant crater that remains of the city. And that's where we pan to you guys, as you are all separately trying to get into Baldur's Gate. And you are met with crowds and crowds of people that have been trying to get into Baldur's Gate, because after what Eltriel has disappeared, all the citizens that managed to escape ended up moving to Baldur's Gate, and there's now tent cities outside of Baldur's Gate beyond the outer city that's already there. And get this up.
To clarify, so Eltriel, from my understanding, is like to the east of Baldur's Gate, right? Isn't it like on one of the trading routes or something?
It's down the river. It's east of Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Not necessarily south. It's more east than anything.
It's more east than south for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think I know where it is. Okay, so we have like a refugee crisis, really, at this point in
Yes,
time.
there's a refugee crisis, and the Flamey Fists are looking to recruit, and people that want to get into Baldur's Gate have to end up working for the Flaming Fists in order to get in. And in order to get in, you guys know that you have to make your way to Captain Zaj. And that's currently what your plan is. So there is the next bit to this is kind of the welcoming to Baldur's Gate. So I'll read this out as well. Welcome to Baldur's Gate, a veritable nest of rats and vipers clinging to the rocky slopes overlooking the Chinothar River. From their high perches in the upper city, the local nobles, known as patriarchs, gaze down with veiled contempt upon the common rabble in the grimy lower city, which hugs the foggy harbor. The whole of Baldur's Gate reeks of blood, crime, and opportunity. One can easily fathom why pirates and traders have drawn to this place like flies to a carcass. Following the river east would eventually lead to Yoztro. We already went over that. Yeah. The flood of refugees from Eltril. I got it for you. Oops. Can you redo that? Sorry, whatever you were doing. I was going to fix it for you. The flood of refugees from Eltril has gotten worse since the news has arrived that the city has fallen. Everyone is saying that Baldur's Gate is next, but no one truly knows who or what has claimed Eltril. The patriarchs pay mercenaries a mercenary arm. The patriarchs pay a mercenary army called the Flaming Fist to protect their interest in Baldur's Gate, and by extension, the city itself. The Flaming Fist have gained even more power since the charismatic leader, Alder Ravengard, claimed the title of Grand Duke a few years ago. Apparently, Ravengard is missing. In his absence, the Flaming Fist has sealed the city gates to staunch the flow of refugees. No one is allowed in or out. All of this was brought to your attention shortly after, as you were entering the city. This was brought to your attention. Your orders are to speak to Captain Jodge at the Basilisk Gate, which pierces the city's eastern wall and takes its name from various statues that rest on the niches and perches atop the battlements. Unseen beyond the sealed Basilisk Gate, a dirt road stretches through the outer city slums to the bridge known as Worm's Crossing, then to the distant realms beyond.
Okay.
Oh, one more.
Okay.
Dozens of Flaming Fist soldiers are trying to control an angry mob of commoners eager to leave the city. Armed with only a vague description of Captain Zaj, a tall man with a black hair and a leather eye patch, it takes you a while to find him. A fight breaks out between the soldiers and commoners, and you finally spot the one-eyed captain as he wades into the fray and begins throwing punches. Just another day in the City of Blood.
Why does this stupid box keep popping up saying people want to open things?
That's because Julie is using the tablet. You have to, if you don't want it to pop up, you just say, "Don't ask again."
Okay.
And then hit okay. Yeah.
Because it's popping up for different people, and I wasn't sure what was going on. So.
If the other people are touching it, then yeah, it's probably messing with both of what she's trying to do.
I'm just making my guy be a dolphin.
Okay. So we're like.
So you
walking part of. All right. So are we part of like a large group of people trying to find this captain, or are we really like the only group of people who were told this to go see this captain.
You
like
and
us.
a bunch of people are trying to talk to this captain, and you are trying to get. He's like in a crowd of a bunch of people right now that are fighting. He's with several veteran soldiers. Getting his attention is not going to be the easiest, but you definitely can. You are there in proximity to him.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm a rather large Goliath, right? I'll keep my warhammer slung on my back as I I want to move forward and start kind of picking people up that aren't guards and kind of pushing them away. as I start making my way through this crowd towards the captain.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
I'm like in the outskirts of the group, just kind of looking around, eyeing everybody, and kind of keeping to myself.
So do we already know everyone in our party? Like,
No, you don't know
No.
everybody yet, unless you've talked about it prior.
Nope, I don't know none of these people.
Yeah,
I want to
know.
get
None of
in. I
these
want to figure out
fools.
what's going on.
I just left the forest. I don't know nothing.
Fresh off the boat, so to speak.
Okay, so
Yeah.
everybody else
Yeah.
is kind of on the outside of this little brawl that's happening in middle of the outer city.
Okay. So yeah. So I'm moving forward using my immense stature and strength to push these peasants away.
Okay, and you do end up getting his attention, and he looks at you, and he just he sees you, and he automatically sizes you up, and he just says, "The refugee crisis. It stoked fears that Boulder Gate might suffer the same fate as Eltriel, which of which nothing remains, but a hole in the ground apparently. Our Grand Duke is missing. When he went to a diplomatic mission to go to Eltriel. I don't think that's a coincidence. These many of these Hellraisers from Eltriel's guard, they're causing these peasants to go nuts right now. And all of this is just taking up all my time, and I need help with another situation. Would you help me?
Sure. Yeah. That seems like a lot of information all at once, but yeah, you're clearly a busy man with a lot on your mind. Whatever you need, let me know.
All right. Meet. Yeah. Let's meet up near the gate, and he kind of starts walking away from the crowd to find like a quiet spot to get away from.
I kind of eye the crowd to make sure nothing's happening, right? But yeah, I follow him.
All right. And you guys kind of meet right outside the gate where the soldiers have like a entrance to get in and out of the city.
Guard post or something.
Yeah, it's like a little door within the
Sally
door.
Port or whatever.
And he says, "What's your name?"
The name's Splanky.
You
Captain. And I nod my head respectfully.
It's been hell here, and it's just getting worse. Have you heard of the Dead Three?
Can't say that I have. I'm pretty new to the city.
The Dead Three are gods, Bane, Baal, and Merkel. Their followers are wreaking havoc in the city. We thought we quelled them a long time ago, but it seems that they are now taking advantage of the Flaming Fist's other priorities.
The only true god is Ouija, so if we have imitators trying to wreak havoc, I'd be more than happy to put them to bed for you.
All right, I'm gonna make you my appointed deputy in the matter. You'll have license to kill any
Do you
of
have do you have a
these
badge
wretches on site.
or a
No, if anybody
cloak
asks,
or
tell them
tankard
to
or
talk,
something I can
bring you to me.
right? Just satisfied nod. All right.
I need you to find the lair of the dead three, and don't worry if anybody gets in your way. Just eliminate them.
Okay. So this guy super quickly just kind of like gave me a lot of information and is now telling me to go and knife some people.
Yeah.
Or bash some people, right?
Yeah.
I mean, does he seem like he has the authority to do that? Does he not seem like he has the authority to do that? Let me
You've
see.
seen him issue commands to the Flaming Fist, and all the Flaming Fist listen to him, and he's repeatedly had a guard of about 6 people around him.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. All right. I can give you a hand with this. You know, it's not going to be cheap. I'm gonna need resources. I'm probably gonna need a team of people to assist. I mean, I'm just one guy, you know.
Sure. Get whoever you need to help out. I don't care.
All right. Are there any local taverns I can hit up that might have some adventuring types?
You can check out the Alsong Tavern. There's also a spy
Alsong
there
Tavern.
named Tarina.
All
She
right.
hangs out there. She'll know a lot about the Dead Three and help you out also with that.
Alsung Tavern. All right. Have you heard about the Copper Snail? Any reputable people in the Copper Snail?
You could check. I don't know much. That I really have my one spy there.
As this is all happening, I want to cast my light spell and just light up the whole room, and then walk up to them and be like, "Hey, I'm not really good at this kind of thing. I try and keep to myself mostly, but I would like to help in this because I fear that the balance of nature is at risk, and I would really like to help get it back to what it should be."
Captain Zaj looks at you, and he's like, "I'm not much for these hippies, but." And he points to his deputy. This man's now the deputy in charge of this. He can decide.
What's your guy look like, John?
Variant ASMR. I forget what color I decided.
Oh yeah. So he's like all right. So he's like
glowing.
he's a deity. He's like touched by deity.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. No. I just like smirk and like I kiss it. I take an amulet and I kiss it, and it's as if our paths were meant to be crossed, brother. Yes, of course. You're more than welcome in my party.
As one would say, there's a larger powers at play here. Definitely.
I nod. All right. Yeah. So yeah, the long bird tavern. We'll check it out.
Lead the way.
Alsong Tavern.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said. The
Be
Elsong
nice
Tavern.
to Tarina. She is dangerous.
Do you have any code words I could tell her to say that it's from you?
I mean, you just mentioned my name.
No. Sometimes people get funny, you know. Everyone in the city probably knows you. Any code words or?
Everybody in the
Hoopla.
city knows me, but anything that is done, anybody that says something's done in my name will just do it because they don't want to mess with me. They would rather take the L.
All right. I shrug and say, all right. And I extend my hand to give him a hearty handshake.
And he looks at your handshake. He shakes it. He grabs you at the wrist instead of like a little bit above the wrist.
Yeah,
of,
like the forearm grip. Okay.
Yeah.
And I pull him just a little bit closer and I say,
Gives him a little smooch.
now, Now, this won't be. Well, one sec. What do I grab and pull him a little bit closer? Nah, I give him a handshake. I don't say anything. I just give him a handshake. Give him the like the companion forearm grab.
Nice little loving embrace.
Loving it. Just a nibble his ear, just a little bit though. It's not in a weird way, like in a friendship way.
Yeah.
No, I don't nibble his ear. All right. Yeah, just do the forearm thing, nod, and then I look at my Asimov friend and say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name."
Yeah, my name is Rowan Agraim.
I'll
And
call you
yours,
Rowan
friend?
for short. Blanky.
Planky. All right.
Pleasure to meet you.
And
Now,
you as well.
and I start kind of guiding him away. Now there was this farmer outside of the city, a couple miles out. Said, "There's a really nice tavern here, on the outskirts of the slums that I can maybe go to pick up an adventurer or two." I figured a job this big, a city this dangerous, needed allies. So, you want to accompany me to the Copper Snail? There's a beer in it for you if you come.
Well, I'm not one for drinking, but I could definitely use some companionship. So I've been
I just laugh.
I've been in the forest too long.
All right, I'll buy you some nuts or something.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So I want to go to the Copper Snail. It's like this seedy kind of dive bar and
It's
just
in the
outside of
outer city,
slums.
you said?
It's like just outside of the slums, not in the slums. It's not slum bar, like.
Oh, but it's in the gate. It's behind. It's in the city. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm in the city right now, right?
You're outside of Basilisk Gate right now, and the outer city.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's in the city.
Okay. So you guys head into the city. That leaves the other three heroes outside his. And what are you guys doing then?
I think I will go visit some bars around the city and see if I can find some wisdom to my question in any of those bars.
What's the question?
It's not as simple as
Okay, so you're just bar hopping right now.
One of those questions.
And what is the other two doing? What are the other two?
I guess I'm just gonna say when early on I noticed the giant going towards there, and it piqued my interest because obviously I was also looking for the captain. So after I see him go into the city, I'm just gonna walk up to that captain guy and introduce myself. Hey, like I'm Zeldin. I'm just pretty much not even really introduce myself, and just like I'm with that guy and point at the giant, and then just without even just fully like I know what I'm doing, just gonna start walking after the giant.
Make a performance check.
Okay. Oh god, why is my thing not zooming in? There we go. Dude, which one's the D20?
It's the far right one.
All mine are messed up. Can I just click that? Oh.
Yeah, you can just click it.
No, I want to put it in this thing. This freaking bastard. I got a 21.
18.
All right, 21 with your thing. Okay, so yeah, he doesn't even notice you. You just walk on by.
Cool.
All right, and then what about the last guy?
Karjan.
All right, Jane.
I am on finishing up one of my vision quests, being told to follow the being with the glowing eyes. So I'm just like slowly kind of following Zekos.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're trying to get past the Zaj as well without talking to him?
I mean, not really trying to get past anybody, just like following his movements and seeing where it goes.
Yeah, but there's like
Going
guards.
with the
Okay, yeah.
flow,
So
man.
you make it to the Basilisk Gate and you see them walk into the gate, but you also see that there's a bunch of guards stopping you from moving further.
Surely he's got to come out that way again, right?
The Basilisk Gate, that's going into the city. So the
It's like one
captain
of the
is
city
on the
gates, big
outside,
city gates.
but the guy that you're following, that you said it was who was it again?
Me, Rowan.
Yeah. He walks into the city, and the city is
Aren't they coming back out?
Probably not for a while.
Oh, I thought they were going to like a tavern on the outside.
And that's just part one of what they need to do.
Which is that where you guys are going next?
The tavern inside the city?
Oh, I thought it's a tavern outside the city.
No, they're going
on the
inside
outskirts.
You guys are
of the
outside.
town.
So
I
here,
see.
let me
then I
put
go
this
back in
down.
or go in and
You're trying to go in?
yeah.
Okay, so
I
you
see.
guys currently are right here. That's not very thick, is it?
Right here? That's here, right? Is this the one where I put my character?
Yeah, right here. You guys are
Yeah.
right here on the
I'm
outer
just
city.
walking.
2 people ended up going into the city, but there's the Basilisk Gate right there.
Oh.
So, where are you guys? Or so you are trying to go into the gate. Do you try to talk to Captain Zodge, or do you try to find your way through the guards?
I mean, I'm just gonna keep trying to walk forward. Like, does it look like they're obviously barring the way, or
Yeah,
like?
they are preventing anybody from entering the city.
Oh. Yeah, I'd like to try and enter the city.
Okay, how do you try to get into the city?
Requesting that I am looking for, or I am on a journey to find the one with the glowing eyes.
Okay, so you say that to one of the guards, and he looks at you, and he says, "I don't care. You're not getting into this city."
Am I
Well, how
far
did
enough
you
ahead
guys
that
get
I
in?
like don't hear this, or do I hear it?
You guys have gone through the gate as far as I'm aware.
Okay. So we're not like close. We're not like just in the gate and can hear what's going on outside.
I mean, you could argue that you are, yeah.
John, do we hear him?
Yes. Let's hear him.
I hear like glowing eyes, and like I look at my Azamar friend that I just made. And I look back at this small dwarf.
And I want to kind of like look back, like really suspicious, and just shrug at Planky.
I just, you don't know him?
Nope. But we could
Ah.
use some friends.
Yeah, and I crack my hands. And if we're gonna have to take somebody out, might as well do it near some guards that'll jump in. And I start walking back. And I like because I have like a strap that hold my maul in. I like undo one of the straps, so it's like easier to get out.
So,
And I start walking backwards towards
Yeah.
the gate.
Pardon, as you say that, and the guard shuts you down, you start the glowing eyes man turns around and starts walking towards you, and they walk up to you and the guard with a tall Goliath next to him.
I'd like to point him. See, there he is. That's the one I was told to find.
I look at the dwarf pointing at my Asmar friend, and it's not nice to point. What do you want?
My apologies. I am just looking for
Did you grow
signs on for a
Were
journey.
you born in a rock?
As it turns out, I was told I was.
I look confused.
So what business do you have with me?
I don't know. I would like to find out. I assume this is where my journey has been leading me all these years. I've been traveling for, let's see here, about 20, 30 years, trying to find a sign, and I finally found you.
Well, as I stated before, I think there's bigger powers at play here. Planky, what do you think?
Well, yes, I think that a being such as yourself and one of my earthen brethren venturing and joining up with us on the same day, it does appear that perhaps the goddess Ouija is assisting our path. Guard, let him through. Karadin, you're a very strange little man, but share a beer with me and tell me a funny story, yes?
I would gladly do that.
Then
You wouldn't happen to have any hummus on you, would you? It's my favorite snack. I don't remember if I mentioned it.
No, I do not know the sumas that you talk of. maybe the copper snail will have that nourishment.
Maybe.
All right, then I'm assuming the guard listens to me.
The guard
Exactly enough.
kind of gives you a look, but then you mentioned that Captain Zaj gave you.
Well, yeah, if he gave me a look,
deputized.
I'm deputized by the captain.
And then he is like, okay, and lets you.
Yay.
All right. Yeah. So we want to make our way to the copper snail.
Copper snail. All right. And
which is again that TD bar, kind of in the slums, outside of the slums.
outside of the slums, not in the upper city though. Right?
No. It's not
Okay.
money. It's like on the edge of the slums.
Okay. So you would be making your way. So that's gonna take
So
a
we're
while to get
like
to the other
here,
side.
like
To
here.
get to the other side of the city.
Oh, it's not the other side. It's like here. Let's see the copper snails right here. We can put
That's
it wherever
cool.
we want.
That's quite a ways. That's a few.
I've decided it's right
So,
here.
All right. Well, let's say it. Yeah. Maybe it's here.
Well, that's the Elsong Tavern.
What?
Okay. Well, then it's
Well,
down here. It's just over here. It's on this corner.
Oh,
It takes
sorry.
us
That's
10 to 15
that's the
minutes to get
Seagull
to the copper
Cavern.
snail.
10 to 15 minutes. Okay. Well, while you're walking,
'Kay.
Let's get to.
I'm guessing Jeremy's still following us.
Hop.
Jeremy is not.
Hop.
Well, he hasn't made. Oh yeah, he's following you. And then
Just-
let's get to.
Just creep.
Yeah. All right. I wanna. Can I roll to see if I notice Jeremy following us?
Yeah, you with it against his stealth roll, your perception.
Uh-oh.
So Jeremy has to roll stealth.
Okay. I rolled. Oh, he rolls a stealth. Okay.
Yeah.
Against my
Okay.
passive. My passive's not great.
Hang on.
What about Eric or I's perception?
He
So,
could
do
roll.
we notice that
Kelman
he's
can roll
looking?
with advantage.
Stop.
Yeah.
How do I move this to my thing?
Well, you can actually just pick up one of your like D20s instead. Like this
I
is your
rolled
D20.
a 14 plus 3, 17.
17.
Yeah, that passes mine for
Okay,
sure. Because
so-
mine's it passes probably all of ours, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
Hmm?
So then you guys don't see.
Oh. Just
And
barely.
Sai, while you're going through the bars in the outer city,
Are you in the copper snail? Yeah.
she's
Copper
in the
Flash?
outer city. Did you start outside Baldur's Gate?
No, she said she was in Baldur's Gate.
She was in.
Oh yeah, you have
She
to.
started outside Baldur's, and then she said she was going through bars in the outer city just now.
Yeah,
No,
I
my understanding
misunderstood
was that she was
situation
going
too.
through the bars in the city. That's what I thought she was doing.
Okay. All right. So we'll just start her in the city then,
Yeah, that's fine.
going through bars. Okay.
Kind of my pseudo thought was that I would go in this bar and see a monk.
Do you have a vision quest
Sounds
as
about
well?
right.
No. I just don't even break stride. Just look at him. No. just
I'll
keep
have to
going.
consult Billy Honker about this.
Alright.
What? How
I like how
dare you?
I like how your guy's upside down. That just seems. Yeah.
I feel like it is
Oh,
appropriate for my
it is-
character.
It is appropriate.
It is super appropriate for
He's, like,
100%.
rotating around. Yeah, that's pretty much how I imagine his brain is. Just-
Surely, you see
on
how this
my
campaign's gonna go from me.
What did you say, Jeremy?
Can reset the die on my little charts that are organized.
Oh.
On your chart? You mean
Oh,
that
I
red
think
thing?
Vic would have to
Some
do it.
dickhead keeps moving all my dice around.
Is that
Oh,
John?
no, yeah, you just have to
No, it wasn't
manually reorganize them.
See, I wish it told me what the die were. We don't play with real dice, so I don't remember what they look
If
like.
you right-click on it,
Yeah.
or if you
Oh.
hover over it, it tells you.
Tells you what the
Tells
current
you
thing.
one,
what the
two,
current-
two,
right.
two, 5.
If you right-click on it and then you go rotation value, it'll tell you how many there is. So it'll tell
Yeah,
you
you
what.
can do that pretty quick, I guess.
Oh, that's fancy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to go into the copper snail.
All right, so you head into the copper snail. I'm trying to see if I have any copper snail.
No, it was something I made up in my campaign. So
Oh, you
don't.
So no, I don't.
Not
All right, so you go into the copper
how
snail.
crazy would that be if he actually had something?
No,
It's
dude.
like,
I've made up
actually,
so
I
many
came up with the
bars in
copper
my
snail
thing.
too.
It's ridiculous.
That'd be awesome.
My guys literally go to bars every time. It's like the golden dolphin. There's the
So
copper
then
snail.
describe to me what does the copper snail as you
All
walk
right.
in.
So all right. So
You
this is
tell
it. This is what the copper snail looks like. So the copper snail has really kind of thin walls. The ceiling's kind of low. It looks a little grungy. The floor is dirty, but the shopkeep is kind of this portly, short little man who kind of talks with a Boston accent. He's always, "Hey, you guys, what are you doing? We're always in here for a good time, you know." It's that's what the guy. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. And he upcharges for everything, and the quality's kind of crap, but he likes people that like kind of schmooze. You know, he likes schmoozers. My guy's not a schmoozer, but that's what he likes.
I'm
That's what the copper snail
picturing
looks
a
like.
short Christopher Walken.
Yeah. And then the signet or the kind of the placard, I guess that whatever you want to call it, the kind of symbol is a flail snail, except instead of all the colors, because they couldn't afford like the gems to put in there, it's just it's copper. It's a copper like flail snail.
Okay.
2 stories.
All right, Tuesday. All right. So you guys walk in, and what are you looking for? Where do you go when you walk into this tavern?
So again, I learned about the copper snail due to a farmer a couple of miles out who said that all the greatest adventurers in the world came to the copper snail. So whenever I knew I needed assistance, this was the first place I could think of.
And
So I'm looking for anyone of note in the copper snail.
all right, you want to? All right. Well, then we'll cut to Sai, who is also at the copper snail, and you see these 3 people walk in. One of them a giant Goliath, one of them a short
crouch
dwarf,
because it's so
and
the
then,
ceiling's so short.
yeah, then you have a dwarf that's pale as a ghost, and you have a.
Is he albino? Is he an albino dwarf? You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, more or less.
Or are you
an
just pale
albino.
because you're like you grew up under a rock? Is that why? Okay.
And
It's all coming sense.
I haven't slept
then you
before,
also
it's been a
have
while.
a. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Oh,
Glowing.
yeah, a
touch
guy
deity.
with glowing eyes and walk into
glowing
the
skin.
bar.
Yep.
Well, that certainly is quite the group, I notice. I've been sitting in this bar kind of looking around, thinking, who needs me? Where can I be helpful? And then I see this group walking in. And is there anything marking the deputy, or is it just like a verbal thing at this point?
Just a
My
verbal thing.
swagger.
Yeah. He seems like he's got, like, I don't know, some kind
No,
of.
he's like guarded, kind of looking around. He doesn't have a swagger. It's not like
Uh,
he's stoic.
so maybe I kind of raise my voice to them. So what brings you here?
I turn and I look at the Azamar because the dwarf is probably the way I'm picturing the dwarf is he's kind of been chatting about weird shit the whole way to the bar.
Yep. Thank you. Exactly.
I kind of ignore him for a second.
I'm
and
happy. I'm happy you're like successfully mind RPing me.
Yeah.
Like this is essentially what's going on right now for me.
Yep, that's how I vision it.
How
So I
tall
look at
is
the
your
Asimov.
Goliath, by the way?
So I'm
I
short.
imagine
I'm
taller
short
than
for
my
a
guy.
Goliath.
You're
I'm
short.
7'5".
7'5". Okay, so you get shouted at by this dragonborn that is actually almost as tall as you.
So in this small tavern, she's like in these tiny seats. She's hey, all right. I looked at the Azamar and I say, my godly friends, is this the will of the gods as well?
There's no denying.
I wish they'd quit so quickly. Hi, yes, we hi. How are you? Yeah, what can we do for you?
Well, I am well. I am looking to see if I can be helpful. Do you know where or how I can be of use in this city that is under such crisis?
Um,
I want
I
to
want to
shoot him a
size him. I want
glance.
to shoot
Like,
me a
see what I
glance or him
mean?
a glance.
You.
Okay, yeah. And I kind of like nod and just shake my head, like, "Yep, this guy knows." I want to size up. I want to size up the monk. So what rate? It's a dragonborn, big,
Blue.
blue. Okay. Does it like does it walk with confidence and like does it? Can I want to as a fighter? Can I pretty much tell that this guy can? Is it a guy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Okay. Can I tell that this girl can like handle herself?
I would think you can, but I guess that's up to your perception, isn't it?
It-
Just punch
It's
him in the face. It's
very-
their dominance.
Like, does she move with like yeah. So she moves with elegance, like calloused hands, big hands.
you when you look at her fist, you can tell that she does a lot of fighting with her hands.
Well,
I also
yes,
have a quarterstaff.
Okay. Yeah. So I have a maul on my back. You have a quarterstaff. Okay. I say, well, as a matter of fact, I might have uh, I might have a job for the four of us. I've recently been notified of a troubling a troubling
Cult.
yeah, no, I'm thinking of like a troubling problem that has been plaguing the city for uh, a little while now. So, if we can join you at your table, we can talk a little bit more about it.
Please sit.
All right. So as I'm sitting, I like wave over a barmaid.
All right, and one comes asks like, "What can I do you for?"
Hi, how you do? Can I get 3 beers and a bag of nuts for my glowing friend over here?
I just want to nod.
And she's like, "All right, that will be 4 silver."
I get him out and I hold him in my hand and I kind of hold him out.
All right, she grabs him. She
And
walks
just
off.
as she's like reaching, I like pull him back and I say, none of the bottom shelf things, please. And I like extend my hand so she can grab them.
She looks at you. She thinks for a second, and then she grabs the coin, gives a little nod, and walks away.
So here, I'd like to say, after observing this this little interaction with the barmaid, I will kind of follow her up to the bar, and after asking like what they ordered and they say it, I'd just like to ask what their the finest drinks are that they have. I don't know what's a fine drink in this. Let's get the top the top of the line alcohol.
And she's
the
like,
nuts.
"All right, we'll get something that doesn't have spit in it."
All right, cool. And then
Gotcha. Get a clean glass.
and then I'll just toss her. Well, how much does that cost, Vic?
That
Spit free beer.
yeah, in order to impress somebody in this establishment, you would need to bring out at least a gold piece.
Cool. I'll toss her. I'll give her the gold piece and So let me minus this. And I'll tell her that she can keep the 4 silver as her tip. Is that a lot? Is silver is a silver like a? Is
A
that
gold
good tip?
piece for silver. Yeah, a gold piece is quite a bit for these people. Like, it's a lot for them.
Right. Would 4 silver be is that a reasonable tip?
4 silver for the drinks and things like that. Like,
Do they
that's
do they
average.
tip at this point in history? I don't know.
In history.
I don't know. I just tell her she can keep. I just tell her she can. I give her a gold
I mean,
coin. And tell her
tipping
she can keep
exists.
it.
It might not exist in the way that we do it, but yeah, you can give somebody a tip for services.
Yeah,
that
I just
doesn't
give her the
exist.
gold coin and tell her if there's whatever the change is, she can keep. As long as there's going to be change, I don't know.
All right,
I want to seem cool.
She ends up grabbing the gold piece and is like, well, if you wanted a spit clean drink, then yeah, there's no change. And she walks away. And a few moments later, she comes back to the group of 3 and says, courtesy of your friend over at the bar there, as she brings out 3 beers.
Okay,
And,
I take the beer and I like lean back so I can see behind the really big dragonborn lady sitting next to me, and I like size the guy up at the bar, take a drink, lean forward and say, I look at the Azamar. He looks skinny though, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. I can't say I've ever had so many friends and acquaintances.
Neither can I. And I hammer the table, and I whistle, and I wave him over.
And I come over.
You know, I thought maybe my charm had gotten us some spit-free glasses, but she says that's not the case.
Nope.
Well, it's not often that people find us, so what's the deal?
No deal. Just you guys seem interesting. I like things that are interesting. So whatever you're doing, count me in.
Yeah, I mean, is he full of shit or is he telling the truth?
Roll a perception. And then, Jeremy, you can tell me if you're full of shit or not. If you want to Steam message me or however you want to do it.
11 plus 12.
I'll
So
just
12 total.
say I'm not full of shit.
All right, he's not full. He's not full of shit.
Okay. So my 12 got it. All right, nice. All right, we were just about to begin kind of our discussion. If you want to take a seat, I think that we have a mighty fine group here. I kind of like eye everyone. I take an especially long time eyeing the dwarf as I take a drink. Shake my head a little. Okay. Well, I just want to say that I'm truly blessed that the god Weejoss was merciful enough to bring us all together. Her glory and magnificence definitely reigns true on the days that we most need it. I take a second. So, we've all heard of the happenings of the city. I don't know what the city with the light.
Ultra.
And apparently that is taking a lot of the local municipality guards' time. So we've been tasked. So I've been tasked to put together a squad to take care of a problem or two along the way. So there's a bit of a cult issue. You know how it goes. The cults, and we're gonna have to put some people down under 6 feet, if you know what I mean. Is everyone okay with that? If you're not okay with fighting, that's okay. It's not for everyone. But I would ask that you please bow out now. I want to look around the table.
No,
I just want to look
no
around.
drink beer.
I want to look around and just stay quiet.
Nod my head.
Nods all around. I look at my human companion who just walked up, Mr. Moneybags.
Um,
Don't seem like much
Yeah.
of a fighter. You okay with assisting?
I just kind of want to summon my little chaos bolt in front of me, and no, I'm not doing any damage, obviously, but
Hey, you're like
just
twirling it around, or it's
pull
floating
up
in the
this
air. or something?
like warbling mass of like chaotic energy, and just kind of do that, snap my finger and let it fizzle out. And just kind of that's my. I don't even say anything. That's just all I do.
The table's quiet. I take a drink, set down my drink, and all right. So we after this, we're gonna head on over to a local establishment. I think it's like the Songbird Tavern or some shit. And we're going to talk to a spy. We're going to give her the courtesy that her situation entails, and we're going to figure out exactly what we can do to help this troubled city. And we'll see what we get for it. But I think the cause and assisting those in need is payment enough for people such as us. And I finish my beer, and I push my chair back, and I stand up, and I just kind of wait for everyone else.
I get up and just walk out while he's waiting for everybody. I just want to wait outside, looking up at the sky.
And as
That
I stand up
stargaze
from
guy.
the table, I'm going to say, to be clear, I'm okay with elimination if we need to, but we are going to be finding out before we engage in any kind of violence. We're going to try and then do our best to make sure that we are understanding who we are killing and why.
Well, of course, I'm not one to do somebody else's dirty work, especially when it's against the innocent.
All right,
You have my oath.
lead on.
All right. And I look at the dwarf and I say, "What about you, my kindred friend?"
Completely unaware of everything that had just been happening. Like I had just snapped out of a trance. I quickly finish my beer, smile, and then get up, and then start walking towards the door.
All right. So as I walk out, I want to walk closer to the humans. Now that was a pretty nifty trick. Is that something you can teach teach somebody? He
You're
says to the
muted.
human.
Oh wait, sorry. What was the question? I did not realize you were talking to me.
Yeah, no, that was a pretty nifty trick. Is that something you can teach somebody else? I'd love to be able to do the little fireball thing, you know.
I don't think so. This one was passed down from some ancient bloodline. Unless, of course, you're in tune if you have any touches to the arcanes.
Fortunately, I don't believe so. Well, it'll be nice to have somebody with your abilities with us. I'm sorry for misjudging you at the beginning, at the onset. All right, and we make our way to the Elf Song Tavern or whatever.
All right. So as you head towards the Elf Song Tavern, it takes you a while because you didn't exactly remember the name, and so anytime you ask somebody where the Song Leaf Tavern was, they had no idea what you were talking about. But you eventually make your way there. You do notice some things as you're going through town. You do notice that there's a lot of crime happening in the alleys as you walk by. People getting beat up, people like deals going down, shady deals. You also see every now and then you see the Iron Fists like flagging somebody or reprimanding somebody for whatever issue that was being caused. They don't react nicely to anything impeding them, and you.
So it's really like a city like about to explode with violence, right?
Yeah,
It's like a
this
powder
is
keg.
it's a bit more prevalent now, but this is also just normal Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is hive of
We
scum
know,
and
and
villainy.
I'm
Like,
imagining that we know that, right?
yeah,
Already
everybody
coming in, we've
knows
heard.
that's how Baldur's Gate operates, and like this is, but these like being here, being and seeing it versus like just knowing it, like brings this to your attention that this might be something that you run into as you wander through Baldur's Gate, between the gangs, the merchants, the flaming fists, and you make your way into
Elf Song Tavern.
Elf Song Tavern. So let me get this set up while you do.
All right, be right back. 2 seconds.
It went all black there for a moment. I'm gonna go back to being a dolphin now. Oh,
No dolphin for you.
lost my dolphin buddy. Ah, there's my dolphin buddy. So if I were to plop my guy back, oh, okay, good. That answered my question real quick.
Why the black?
Flip. Oh,
Black for everyone?
yeah.
Ah. Oh, he put the black or the fog of war.
Fog of rudeness.
Fog of rudeness.
That's okay. I got my buddy back so I can continue being a dolphin. Oh, wait. Why is everybody over there? I want to be over there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, you're not fighting it.
I was trying to throw myself over there, but I didn't quite throw it hard enough.
So we got stuck in the middle, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Put my guy back. Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Did he steal your guy?
I don't know where it is.
Oh, he's over by you.
Oh, he's by my guy. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, maybe I didn't. Maybe it was somebody else's.
Oh.
Done. All right, we good? What are we doing, Vic?
Almost 1 sec.
Still can't flip the table.
Almost 1 second. Just doing a couple more things here.
What does that do? Oh, it doesn't do anything. Oh, there's music. Oh, I don't have permissions to interact with the music player.
Good.
Oh, hello. Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You got tripped, by the way.
All right, where are we starting? Are we starting over here?
Yeah, we're starting right in this doorway here.
I really like watching your guy just completely derp around to unhide the map.
Yeah, I should make him higher.
No, it's even better. Hey guys, look, here's the map. Ah!
Okay. So this so as you make it to the Elf Song Tavern, you walk in and you see that there's 2 guards. One of them is a magical suit of armor, and the other one is an orc standing guard at the front of the tavern, or at the inside front of the tavern. What do you do as you guys walk in?
I walk in. I nod at the orc, and I kind of take a glance at the suit of armor and say, we're here to see a friend."
And the orc looks at you and is like, "What friend?"
What was the lady's name?
Her name was, pull this up again. Karina.
I look at him and say, "Well, it's a bit of a personal question, but it's relating to some Flaming Fist business."
I don't know how to help you. Go on in. And she just points out, like, just kind of gestures to get you out of the door.
I nod and say, "Of course, thank you." So I want to look around to see if I notice any. So I want to notice the girls. I want to notice the girls that are not that are not barmaids and that kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and anyone sitting by themselves. Because I didn't get a description from the guy, did I?
No, you did not. So you see a few humans, a couple of halflings, some half orcs. You see quite a handful of people are around in this bar, and you don't know who to make or heads of tails of who anybody would be. Everybody is a bit shifty. This is Baldur's Gate, lower city after all.
Okay, I want to walk up to the barkeep,
Okay.
and I want to lean against the bar.
And
say,
he's like, "What you looking for?"
I'm looking for a friend. She works closely with the Flaming Fist, and I've been told that she frequents this tavern. Do you know anyone who meets that description? Mostly eats
People that
alone.
work for the Flaming Fist.
Well, it's somebody who might be an affiliate of.
Flaming Fist tend to stay out of this joint. I have no doubt that they have hands in here, but I wouldn't know who works for them.
Hey, Victor.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how to utilize this, but I just so happen to be a rumor monger in Baldur's Gate, so I know a great deal about Baldurian secrets. Who's practicing necromancy, who's involved in spying, smuggling. There's a whole. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but it says I immediately have a list of 1d4 suspects.
Okay, so in this case, what we do is, as you see this, you kind of know who kind of works out of this establishment, and you kind of recognize who the Goliath is working for, because I don't think he's told you outright directly. And
okay.
So you know that he's looking for Tamara, and you could definitely point her out if you saw her, but if you could tell him that if you wanted.
Yeah. Well, do I see her in here, or we're not at the place?
You don't see her in this area now.
All right, I'm just gonna tell my Goliath companion.
I
know who she is. She's not here, or at least I don't see her.
Do you got any back rooms, barkeep?
You could go upstairs. There's the lounge upstairs.
Any on the first floor, or is it only upstairs?
There's multiple lounges on the first floor, but there's kind of a dining area upstairs.
The stairs pretty accessible. Can we get to them?
Yeah, the stairs are right over in the corner of the room here. Let me see if I can.
Okay.
That right over in
Alright.
the corner of the room
Yeah.
here.
I want to say like a friend and nod to the human as we walk upstairs.
All right. So as you head upstairs, let me get this.
I hear your cat.
Okay, so as you go upstairs, you would enter in. Where's one of your characters? Yeah, you would be at the top of the stairs there.
Oh yeah, I definitely see the girl with the two axes on her back. I immediately spot her out as the definite spy. For sure.
So
And
yeah,
I look at my human friend and say, that's her, right?
you know it is her.
It's her.
Is she by herself? Is she surrounded by people? What's
Oh,
going
she's
on?
surrounded by people. She is currently playing. Where is this? There we go. She's playing Baldur's Bones. With a cohort of local dimwits.
Okay. Do I know what Baldur's Bones is? Is it a common game?
Imagine.
It is a fairly common game. It's known to like a lot of pirates and to people that live in the squalor that is crime and.
So I do not know what it is. I look at my friends and say, "Does anyone know what she's doing?"
Yeah, I would say I would recognize it. I don't know how to play because I never did, but I've recognized it. I've seen my shipmates play that game before.
Okay. But nobody knows how to play.
I just shrug.
Okay. So she's currently playing the game,
Mhm.
you're saying?
Yes, she's currently playing the game. She's with a bunch of other people at the table.
Are there any empty tables in the room?
No, both the tables have people on them.
Okay. Is it rowdy or is everyone just kind of playing the game?
Yeah, it's loud and rowdy. It's
Any
they like it
spectators,
pretty.
or is it just the people on the tables?
There's two people sitting on the side table, kind of spectating, and two people, and then the rest of them at the main table.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll kind of hang. If they're like hands or whatever, I'll hang out and kind of just see if anything changes, or if they just keep playing.
Yeah, you watch for a while. They go through a couple of rounds. You're not exactly sure of
Sure
what's
the
happening in the
game, yeah.
game, but you can tell that she's winning a lot.
Okay. Are there like chips, and I can see that it's almost over, or does the game look like it might? Do I know if it's going to be over soon, or is it going to keep going for a while?
It's hard to know if it would be a while or not. She seems content just raking in the money, and people come and go, kind of to add their bids to the table.
Okay. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I'll I'll tell everyone to just hang out here for a sec. As I walk up with a gold piece that or no, not a gold piece, a silver piece that I'm kind of twiddling between my fingers as I walk up. and say, I'm not familiar with the game. How can I get in?
That's what you say to her, or just to the
Just
people
in-
at the table?
In general, I'm like
In
walking
general.
up. Yeah, because you're saying people were kind of going
Yeah.
in and bidding and that kind of
Going
thing. So
in,
yeah, I want to be
yeah.
one of the people, but yeah, I'm not familiar with the game.
And she actually speaks up, and she's like, "Well, this is not the place to be unless you want to lose all your money if you don't know how to play."
Oh, I don't know. I was told by my friend, and then I want to say the captain's first name. What was the captain's name?
Captain.
Captain Crunch.
I have to scroll all the way.
Sure.
Is Zaj, Captain Zaj.
Okay. All right. I want to say no. I was told by my friend Zaj that this was the place to go to get excitement, and I want to like look her in the eye.
She gives you an evil death glare for mentioning it. She kind of looks around to see if anybody is associating her with the name drop. Huh?
I was trying to be sly. I'm not trying to out this lady.
You name dropped Captain Zaj.
I didn't say captain. I said Josh. That could be a common name in Baldur's Gate. I don't know.
I'm
But
just gonna
generally, when
casually-
people are
I
saying the
feel-
word Jods,
I'm
there's
just
one
gonna
person.
casually overhear this, like as he just kind of called out his name, and walk up and look at the spy and kind of like do a very subtle wink, be like, yeah, he's a real son of a bitch, isn't he?
And
We
she
said a
looks
lot.
over at you and says like, "Damn right."
Yeah. Me and my group here, we'd love nothing more than to give him a headache. If you know what I mean. If you want to maybe see that you're winning a lot, but we've got a plan in store to give our mutual friend maybe some small problems. If you want to join us, might be worth your while.
I look
And-
uncomfortable.
She kind of sits back and is like, "What are you thinking?" As she kind of leaves the game to go to a rest, and the guys are kind of anticipating what her next move is.
Well, are we now in a is it in an area where we can talk without like blowing her cover?
No, you're still in with a bunch of ruffians.
I don't know. I'm just gonna look back at the giant and be like, well, this buddy here or this guy here is kind of in charge, but I think he just got a little hasty, so forgive us. And I'll let whatever your name is, Noah, take over.
Planky.
Planky.
Finish the game, and so I want to whisper. Finish the game. Meet us outside. We need to talk. And then I throw the coin on the table and I say, "Next one's on me, boys," and I walk out.
So she, you guys walk out, and you walk outside, and maybe 30 minutes later or so, she walks outside to meet you guys in the front.
Is there any? So I wanna kind of nod at her, walk down a little bit, and try to find an alley that isn't either getting a drug deal happening or a homeless person sleeping there. Trying to find like an empty alley.
You find as good as you
Good
can get, kind of.
Okay. If there's anyone in the alley, I want to like cough and then kick like if they're sleeping or something, kick their bedding to get lost.
All right. So you kind of clear out anybody that might be in the area.
Okay. Sorry for that. I was under the impression that you might. Anyway, Zaj told us to find you. He didn't say anything. He didn't have any special instructions once we did. But I was told that you might have some information for us.
Information about what?
The like the three ghosts or the three gods, whatever you
The
mentioned.
dead 3?
The dead, the dead three to say the least.
The dead
And then
3
any information you
cultists.
actually have on Zosh would be helpful.
Oh. Zaj.
We're new to the city, you see.
I mean, Zaj is right now the outside of the dukes, the major player of the city. He's trying to become the next Grand Duke.
So that's his play, huh? Okay.
And successfully too, if he can get the Flaming Fists in line. The
Powerful friend to know.
She tells you that about she says that she knows about the dead 3, but that information's not going to come for free.
And I chuckle. Of course not. That's why I told you that it's from Zaj. Any arrangement that you have with him can be taken care of with him.
Our arrangement.
He seems like the kind of guy that you wouldn't want to piss off, if you know what I mean.
Zaj and I have a mutual respect.
Outstanding. Well, as an appointed deputy, speaking for him as his surrogate, I expect that respect to be extended.
Yeah, and that respect means I haven't killed you.
I just give her a smirk.
I will need your help actually here here soon. There are people after me currently, and they're gonna be here soon. And I've been setting up with my posse.
Well, we'll need more information. Who's after you? Why are they after you? And why do
Why do
I
we
want to make
care?
sure this isn't a drug deal that you did poorly that now is coming back to bite you.
Let's just say they were former shipmates of mine, and it doesn't matter why.
All right. Well, then I'll just go back to Zaj and tell him that you were unhelpful. So best of luck with your arrangements, unless you want to tell us exactly what's going on, and then we can see if it's worth our time.
She sizes you up. She's like, all right. She tells you, all right, fine. There's a bathhouse not far. I can tell you where after you help me out. The followers of the Dead 3 have been seen from a specific bathhouse in the lower city.
Okay, that's fantastic. But again, I don't think my newfound friends and I would be willing to assist you for just any reason. We would need justification.
Well,
we're not blades.
These are
for
not
hire.
good people that are going to be rampaging throughout Baldur's Gate. If your conscience means anything to you.
Again, maybe Zaj will have another asset that we could utilize. I'm looking for information from you about why we should help you.
Yeah,
I'm not
the
saying
reason
no, but...
why you should help me is so that you can know where to go next.
I look to the group. Yeah, I walk away from her and I look to the group. She's not telling us what's going on. For all I know, these are innocents that we would be harming. I don't know if I can get behind it.
Like,
Do we recognize the ship?
Mm.
Do we know that ship is?
Well, is it actually a ship?
These are shipmates of hers that are
So
gonna
actually
be
from a ship.
from a ship. But you
Yeah.
guys are in the middle of the city, so you guys wouldn't see any ships coming.
What was the ship name? I mean, can I ask her that? What ship were you crewmates on?
She's the ship was called the Uncivil Serpent.
Ring a bell for anyone?
Would I recognize this being on a
Being
pirate
a
ship
pirate,
for
yeah,
for 100 years or so?
yeah, you know that you know the civil servant. You know that Captain Mersko Sesprin, and they are pirate. That's a pirate ship.
Yeah, they're a bunch of no good pirates.
Well, do we mind helping a pirate kill pirates?
Well, they aren't exactly innocent, but
The name kind of says it all.
Pirates? Yeah.
Hey, my guy's back. I lost him a little while ago.
All right, yeah. So I guess we'll take a vote, right? What do we want to do? You can help her, or we could go back to the captain and tell him that she was worthless and an ex-pirate and not a very good spy.
I'm interested to see where this goes. We
Sure,
might
you
find new
ex-pirate would.
friends.
Hey, I have internet.
Welcome back.
welcome. We're trying to decide if we want to fight
Yeah,
some
I logged
pirates.
into
or
my
it's like-
phone.
Okay. What do you think?
Yeah, so we talked
yeah.
to the girl. She wanted us to help her take out some pirates that are after her, but she's a pirate too. But she wouldn't tell us why they're after her. Probably she stole booty or something, or she left the crew. Maybe. I don't know.
Booty.
So what do you think, Jared? Do we want to help this lady, or do you want to tell her to pound sand?
Did you guys all say yes already?
Mm-mm.
No, we
We
haven't
haven't
really
really
decided. I think people were leaning towards yes, but
I guess I did miss some of it. So, can just really quick, why are we helping her? Or
'Cause,
why?
she-
What would we gain from this?
so
She knows-
she has information about the Dead Three, which is like the
Cult.
like the cult that we're really trying to handle.
Out.
She's like the spy that would have information on them.
She won't give us the information until we help her.
I would. Well, I'm just gonna kind of. My moral compass leads me on the path to power and self-improvement is through knowledge. If we need to get this information, I think it's worth a little spilled blood.
Okay.
Julie, what's
I
your
wanna-
character think about all this?
I'd really like to know more about these guys. If it is pirates, in fact.
Yeah, I mean, as far as my character recognizes, they are pirates.
You know what? Can I try to talk to her real quick?
Sure.
Just I'm just gonna tell her here after I overheard the conversation between Planky and the sergeant or whatever his name is, realizing that they're gonna listen, and so I'm just gonna say I respect that you have your own agreement. What's that guy's name?
Zaj.
Zaj.
Captain Zaj.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, Zaj. Yeah, I can appreciate that you have your own agreement with Zaj. We have ours as well. I think, at this point, out of respect of Zaj and ultimately, furthering his goal, you can tell us what we need to know, and we'll help you after.
I already told you that I have credible information as to where the dead three are. That's as far as I'm willing to go without any help.
You know what? This lady's a bitch. I think we should just not help her.
Okay.
I'm-
That's your vote. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So as he walks back and says that, I kind of look around and I nod and I walk up to her and I say, I want your word that these aren't innocents that we would be assisting you in putting 6 feet under.
Oh, please, I haven't met an innocent person in the last 15 years.
Not a good answer.
Yeah, I want to size. Well, I want to. Do I even have any spells at this point in time?
I do.
Well, right, but I think I have like I don't have like truth bubble or anything.
Can purify
I just have
food and
divine
drink.
sense and lay on hands. Okay, I want to lean forward. I want to whisper, I worship the god Weejas. Does that mean anything to you?
The she's looks at you. I have no idea what.
The fact?
Okay. I'll give you the Spark Notes version then. Weejas is the god of vanity, order, and death. Now I'll assist you because it falls within the god's kind of domain. But if you make us kill innocents or anything that is unjust, I will end you. Is that clear?
And she looks at you and she says crystal, but she she says it in a manner that it's more of a threat back at you.
For just a pearly white smile, and I say, fantastic. And I turn around, I walk back to the group and say, well, I think that, yeah, this is likely. I mean, we need to get to the point that we can really help Baldur's Gate. And unfortunately, if dealing with these people is what we need to do, then we'll go that route.
She walks back into the tavern and goes back upstairs. You guys.
Oh, whoa! She needs to tell us where we need to go, stuff like that.
Well, she said that she tells you that they're gonna be here.
Yeah, she
They're
said
gonna
that.
find she has good word that they're on their way here. She doesn't know when they're gonna be here. She imagines that they're setting up. And
Gonna let them set up.
Okay, and then so we've been in the bar already, right? So is literally the rooms that we were in pretty much the entire bar?
Yeah, the rooms that you were in were the entire bar. There's some beds that you could rent if you wanted to do those. There's like storage and kitchen area that you haven't seen, but you could guesstimate.
So I want to go back in, and I want to as I'm going in, I want to look to the orc and be like, "Sorry, friends, I'm supposed to be meeting some old shipmates of mine in the tavern. I was hoping if you've heard anything."
You go up to the bar and say that.
No, to the guy at the door.
Old
The orc.
shipmates. What ship do you hail from?
Oh, well, me and my dwarven friend here were from, what was the ship name?
Oh, you mean the pirate ship?
Yeah. The dwarf would.
The uncivil serpent. Oh wait, the dwarf pirate. The dwarf.
No. The uncivil.
Uncivil serpent.
The uncivil serpent. It was back in a little bit more robust, rambunctious years. but yeah, I've been told that maybe they're in town and they're going to be paying a visit.
And she's like, I haven't heard of that. And she kind of looks uneasy because she knows of the Civil Serpent, but she doesn't seem to know like anything about them
She doesn't
being
have
here
any
right
insider
now.
in. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll grab a table. Thanks for the time. I walk away. Okay, and then yeah, if we're gonna be setting up for something, it's 10:40 here in good old Kalamazoo, so I'm gonna have to dip.
Yep. That seems like a good place
Good
to
spot.
stop.
Yeah.
Did you? What we could do is one last thing is while you're just kind of killing time waiting, a few things you can do is listen for rumors and things like that. You can but also while you're in there though, you do hear kind of a ghostly at some point a ghostly echo throughout the tavern, and you hear what the tavern is famous for is this elf song that kind of haunts the tavern every now and then. This ghostly elf, and
Okay, I want to use divine sense.
Yeah.
Okay, which like lets me see or like feel the presence of like undead or fiends.
We should all remember this one.
What?
The divine sense. I used it quite a bit last campaign.
Yeah. So, see, you don't see anything, but you know that this this song that's in Elvish, like you know the spirit kind of likes this place. What is the divine sense words exactly?
As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay, so yeah, this isn't
We wouldn't
celestial,
meet it.
fiend, or undead.
Okay.
Can you tell if it's a good or a bad spirit?
It's definitely not bad. You can't tell whether it's good. It would seem to be good.
Do we understand what it's saying?
Does anybody speak Elvish?
As it happens, I do.
All right, I will copy this.
Do I?
To you in Discord.
Take that, pirates.
There you go.
There you are. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go ahead.
I'm not a singer, so I
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. There's a lot there. One moment. I'm just gonna go ahead and share this with the group. I'm not a singer either. So it's
he's
in
like
Discord, FYI.
he's translating the lyrics to you as they kind of echo throughout the room. And so I'll go over it briefly. It says, "Oh, sing a song of Eltril, of water, woods, and hill. The sun draws her ruddy cliffs in fields green and still. This land of long abiding joy, home of the strong and brave, renowned by all across the realm, and never once asleep. When foes are at her door, her fields torn by cloven feet, from some infernal shore arise the mighty Hell Riders. Take up your swift, keen swords, then charge into the hellish fray and scatter the devil hordes. And when the night does fall, sleep safe beneath the companion's light until dawn does call. We're bound by mortal covenant that only ends with death. So we'll sing the song of Yultrell until our final breath.
Seems appropriate.
Intense.
And we'll leave it there.
Cool.
All
All right,
right.
gents.
Until
good.
next time.
Yep.
Adios.
Yeah.
Sunday. Bye.
All
Good stuff,
right.
guys. Later.
Later, taters.